Hey Trackies, welcome back to another video here on TXT Track Time. Please remember to like the video and also subscribe to the channel. Trackies, it's day 2 of the championships and Jamaica has an opportunity to medal in the men's 100 meters. But before we get there, we have to navigate the semi-finals. Now, the semi-final lists have been out from last night, but yeah, I haven't looked at them. So now we're going to, of course, do our blind reaction to, how they were constructed and of course what Jamaica has to do to ensure that they make it through to the next round. So without further ado, I'm going to just go ahead and share my screen so that we all can take a look at it at the same time. And if I'm going to be shocked, I'm going to be shocked. Okay, so here we go. All right, so you all should be able to see my screen. Now, straight away in heat one, there's a Jamaican. I see, the flag popping out at me. But in lane one, we have Kopek from Poland. We have from Italy, Marcel Jacobs. We have Noah Lyles also lines up here. We have Ferdinand Ominyala from Kenya lining up here. We have Abdul Hakim Sani Brown also lining up here. And also, from Great Britain, Amodadzi. Then we also have Rohan Watson, of course, from Jamaica. And from Nigeria, we have Itsekiri. I'm not gonna lie. This definitely seems like the semi-final of death. I haven't even gotten anywhere yet. But anyway, they take the first two plus the two fastest non-automatic qualifying times. So track is only the top two make it through into this, final. Noah Lyles and Ferdinand, faced off in the heat. They face off here again. Plus also Rohan Watson faced off with, Lamont and also, if I'm not mistaken, Abdul Hakim Sani Brown. So all of these guys are bunched up into the same race. Interesting. All right, how do I see it going? Clearly, I want Rohan Watson to, to qualify, but it's definitely, going to be a real battle. I believe he qualifies. I definitely believe he beats Noah Lyles in this race. So this is how I have it going. I'm gonna give it to it's gonna be controversial, but yes, I'm gonna give it to Rohan Watson. Then I'm gonna go Noah Lyles, and then I'm gonna go Ferdinand Omenyala. That's my top three. Hopefully, based on how fast this race would be, one of them will be able to make it through, with a non-automatic qualifying time. But it's gonna be very close. This race, they look like they're gonna have to run in this one. Now, Marcel wasn't really impressed, by his heat, so I'm not sure if he has something extra to give. But if he does, now is the time to do that. Now, let's see what happens. But, this is a very, very interesting semifinal so far. And so far, in my mind, this is the semifinal of death. I'm interested to see, what the next ones look like. All right, so let's go over to semi 2. All right, so in this one, we have in lane 2, Yanigata from Japan, lane 3, Sei from Nigeria, lane 4, Akani Simbine from South Africa, United States. Christian Coleman is in lane 5. Then, of course, from Jamaica, we have Ryiem Ford. Now in lane 7. Oh my gosh. All right. All of the heats are heats of death. All of the semis are semis of death. In lane 7 from Great Britain, we have Zharnel Hughes. In lane 8 from Liberia, Emmanuel Matadi. And from Guyana in lane 9, Emmanuel Archibald. Trackies, wow. All of the semifinals are, really hot. Now, I do expect, again, Zharnel Hughes face Ryiem Ford. These races are interesting. You know what I mean? Okay, and I'm sure Christian Coleman, who does Christian Coleman run against in his, was it Akani or was it the youngster? I think it's Akani. All right. So, how do I see this going? I definitely see Ryiem Ford going through. Based on what I saw, yesterday, I definitely believe he has much more to give, with a great execution. Zharnel can't do the same thing he did yesterday with the slow start or the bad start. I know he has this whole false start thing in his brain, but he needs to forget it. He needs to just forget it and run, because you can't be left sleeping in the blocks in races like this. It's a no. Christian Coleman as well, good starter. You know what I mean? And he looked impressive yesterday as well. So how will I do it? I'm gonna go Zharnel, Ryiem, Christian Coleman. And you never could tell. Ryiem could probably even, pick them and take it based on what I was seeing yesterday. But again, that's my top three. Trackies. they can only take two non-automatic, qualifiers, from these three entire semifinals. And it's crazy because right now I'm looking at three athletes from the first semi and three from this that could definitely make it through. So it seems as though again these races have to be run. All right. Okay, no problem. Lord of mercy. Moving on to the third and final semi-final. We have in lane two, Brendan Ronde from Canada. In lane three, Rohan Bronin from Australia. Lane four, Fred Curley from the United States. Now in lane five from the Netherlands, Boujou. Now in lane six from Botswana, Letsili Tabogo. In lane seven from Jamaica, Oblique Seville. In lane eight, we have Reese Prescott. He's also from Great Britain. And in lane nine from Sweden, we have Henrik Larsson. Again, I can see three people that can make it through. Unfortunately, there are only, two, again, non-automatic qualifying times. What do I see happening in this race? Personally, considering that Oblique faced off against Fred Curley again, they keep matching up the heat persons with the semis. I don't think I've ever seen this before, but anyway, or it this much. But anyway, so this is a rematch of some sorts. I don't want Oblique to go out, and try to, prove something, against Fred Curley. In my opinion, Fred Curley probably wants to say, you think you beat me in the set heat and you're gonna beat me again, in the semi, it's not gonna happen. But remember, the finals is only a few hours later, so I don't want them to, be battling it out from in the semi. So personally, I'd, be happy if Oblique just settles for second place. I see Fred Curley taking it. I'll be fine with, Oblique settling for second place and just doing enough to qualify. But then here's the tricky part. There's Letsili Tebogo also in this race, and he will factor. So I don't even know, how much, Oblique will be pushed, considering that, again, there are three really good guys in this, race to make it through to the finals. All in all, somebody good is not going to make it. Who is the person that's not going to make it? Let me go back to Heat 1. Let's semi-final 1. Who do I have here? I had Noah Lyles, Ferdinand, and Rohan Watson. Okay, those are my top three there. My top three in the second semi-final is Christian Coleman, Ryiem Ford, Zharnel Hughes. So those are solid three guys. And of course, in semi three, we have Letsili, Oblique, and of course Fred Curley. So Tracky, somebody is not going to make it. Who is not going to make it? I pray it's not a Jamaican, right? As it relates to Oblique, though, I just want him to do enough to qualify. Again, save your legs for the finals. I do see, however, the other Jamaicans making it through, but you can never really tell. But I'm keeping my fingers crossed, and I'm hoping, for the best for our athletes. Now, Tracky, it's your turn. Based on, what you saw in those, semifinals. Where did the Jamaicans figure? You think it tied so too? Do I mean, like, seriously, three top guys in all three semifinals? It won't be easy, that's for sure. Anyway, Trackies, sound off in the comment section below and let me know your thoughts. Like the video and of course subscribe. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.